So, last time we talked about the four states of matter and heat, energy, and kinetic energy. So, this time I want to cover the names of the different changes and also what is chemical and physical properties. So, these are the four states of matter: plasma, gas, liquid, and solid. For this for sixth grade purposes, we are going to be ignoring plasma, but it's still fun to know. And I don't think you would have to remember the names of these, but it's still good to know. We're mainly going to be focusing on gas and liquid. So now let's first focus on what everyone probably already knows. If we want to go from solid to liquid, and again, let's think of water, H2O. And when it becomes, so it's solid H2O, when it becomes liquid H2O, the S here stands for solid, and when it's in parentheses, it's just stating the state of matter. L stands for liquid. Of course, we all know if you hold ice in your hand, it will melt. So this process is called melting. Everyone knows that. If we want to reverse this and freeze, like when you make ice cubes, you freeze water, freezing. These are also quite easy, and probably a lot of people also know these. Vaporization, when you are turning H2O in liquid form into water vapor or steam. And vaporization. So what do we call water vapor? Look at the first part here, vapor. And it's just like, it has something to do with gas, like vaporize, instantly turn into gas. Vapor is just got something to do with gas. And so basically, we are turning water into water vapor. So the process is called vaporization. Of course, this does not only work for water, it works for anything. Anything turned from liquid to gas, it's going to be called vaporization. And same for these. Now, coming back, condensation, condense, make it smaller. And because like gas particles, as I said last time, they can take up a lot of space if they spread out. But liquids, they have a definite volume, but no definite shape. So we can sort of see this as gas, well, condensing and becoming liquid. This is the way I remember it, anyways. Now here's to the one, and now let's go to the one that probably you're gonna be not as familiar with this as you are with like these. When we go from gas to solid, it's called deposition. When we go from solid to gas, it's called sublimation. I don't really have a lot of cool tricks to remember this, but you just gotta hardcore remember them or think of your own tricks. I just saw them a few times and no need for tricks. Like, I saw them a few times and they stuck, so I didn't even bother thinking of tricks. But it's always good to think of tricks. Anyway, gas to plasma, ionization. Later, next time or the time after that, when we're learning about ions, well, that's probably sometime after. It's a charged particle. So ion has the charge type kind of meaning. Ionization is just like the noun. So we charge it. We charge gas, it becomes plasma. Plasma is just charged gas. Charged gas, we get plasma. And then from plasma to gas is called recombination. Also, I just saw that enough times and it just stuck. And I didn't even bother thinking of cool tricks. But yeah, these are the names. You might have to remember some of these. Maybe not these two though, but for these, you probably have to remember these. And plus, it's good to know. When we're talking about changing from gas to solid, you won't say and say a lot of ands and not know the word, etc. Oh, by the way, at first when I was learning this, I did not have a like example on what changed from solid to gas. And it was later when I asked my teacher that she actually gave me a cool example. Probably you can think of some examples, but to me, the one that like occurs to me most is those solid perfumes, like those little pills. And then okay, my drawing's horrible. Those little pills, that you sort of put in cars and they sublimate and they immediately become gas and they act as perfume, but they're actually solids. I don't know if you've seen those, but those seem pretty visual to me. Okay, now we're going to be talking about chemical and physical properties. So I don't actually have a lot of notes on chemical properties, so yeah, on this page is just physical, but we're also going to talk about chemical properties. So physical properties are properties that can be observed through the five senses, which is your hearing, your sight. Actually, let me just do my best to draw an ear. Well, okay, whatever. And your sight, your touch. I try my best to draw like a hand with a finger and thumb. I don't know. So like your hearing, your sight, your touch, your I'll just draw a pig nose because that's practically the only thing I know how to draw. Nose. Well, okay, your like smell. And let's see. We have got oh, and your taste. A mouse with a tongue sticking out. Taste. And if you can observe this through these five senses, it's gonna be most likely a physical property. But a lot of chemical properties can also be like experienced through these five senses. This is not a strict definition, but it works for now. Chemical properties will include well, okay, sure. I mean, when I said before, sometimes you can observe like things. I meant chemical changes. Sorry, that was my bad. But physical properties are better defined as properties that can be observed without changing its identity. So you don't have to mess with it. You just look at it, you run electricity through it, and you get the idea. So basically, it's pretty simple. And examples are melting points, boiling points, density, if it's magnetic or not, if it's solubility, conductivity, color, viscosity. It's just how sticky a thing is. Mass, volume, velocity, etc. There are a lot of physical properties, and they're all very cool. So these are all for today, and tomorrow we're going to start my personal favorite part, the atom.